So we're sat here enjoying the sunshine in Crop, and so I've got a few questions for Mike. So we're going to start with this one. As a Ukrainian, what has this trip meant for you?
So what has this trip meant to me? A bit of me that was missing is now here, and I feel different in my life. I feel Ukrainian. I'm full. The bit that was missing is no longer missing.
So your dad was Ukrainian. Tell us a little bit about your heritage there, where he came from in Ukraine.
His family lived on the border with Ukraine. My grandparents had businesses there, tanneries, they employed the people. My grandfather went to war, my two eldest uncles went to war, fighting the Russians. My dad went to war against the Germans. He was captured, put in a concentration camp, survived the concentration camp. When it was liberated with the British Army, the Ukrainians were told they were free to go. They joined the British Army, the infantry. My dad became a rum runner, taking stuff and supplies across the French chops through the fire. Later on, they became the supplies for the infantry. They was going out to various countries and basically stealing ammunition, stealing food to keep the infantry going. When the war was finished, my father and most Ukrainians there, well, all Ukrainians were classed as British spies. If they'd gone back to Ukraine, which was now Russian, you know, they would have been shot. And so the British Army brought him here. And here he brought him to the UK, and he died in the UK. Sadly enough, he never really wanted to return to the Ukraine. He regarded the UK as his home. I don't feel that same way. I've looked. My father, he never really wanted to return to Ukraine. He asked him many times. He said, "No, I'm English." I think he was disappointed at the way the place turned out, and me, now visiting here, I feel more Ukrainian than English. I would love to live here.
So what's the most memorable part of the trip been so far?
It was our first drop to the orphanage. Seeing them children less fortunate than ourselves, and seeing the love that the staff gave. But after our trip to Zaporizhzhia, seeing the devastation and how close the Russians are to Zaporizhzhia, it was heartbreaking to see in one sense, but I really needed to see this. We also looked at the fortifications they're putting in place, and for me, I don't believe they're adequate enough to protect the city of Zaporizhzhia. But we will see. The Ukrainian army, they're strong, their morals are strong there. They are such strong people, stronger than any Russians. We pray to God that they have the strength and the conviction to carry out what's needed to drive the Russians from our land, to rebuild this country and to make it a great nation it deserves to be. Walking around here talking to people, these people are so proud. 5 minutes ago, air raid sirens going off in Kropyvnytsky. Life remains the same. Nobody's bothered. Brave, strong people.
So one last question. During the trip there have been many memorable moments, but which ones have brought a tear to your eye?
The visit to the orphanage, that shed a tear for me. But today, I felt compelled to go to the church, my father's church. There I met a priest. He blessed me and we said mass. Truly unbelievable. I've never been to church in 35 years. Today something drew me there. And while I sat there, I thought about all my family here all my family in heaven, and I prayed that one day we would all be together.